I'm Chris Berman, and welcome to NFL Countdown from the Bristol studios. Up ahead, it's the Dolphins trying to make a splash. I'd expect them to stick with their highly efficient and potent passing game. Opposite them in this matchup, we've got the Ravens hoping to defin the Fins. Key here, using their girth on the D-line to stop the run. My prediction, Miami, because of this man. He's a quarterback that can get things done for you. Impressive arm to be sure, but it's the intangibles that are impressive in my book. Poise, leadership, tenacity, all the things you want from your general down on the field. Dolphins, Ravens, straight ahead.
All right, Chris, thank you, and welcome everyone to the newly named M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Dan Stevens here, along with my good buddy Peter O'Keefe. Peter, looks like we've got a good one in store for us.
Absolutely, Dan. I'll tell you what, Baltimore is a great football city. These fans in Maryland have really taken to the Ravens in their first few short years of existence. I think anytime you have to come in here to play, you're in for a real fight.
And, Peter, we've got some big names to keep an eye on here, but who's the one guy to watch?
Well, I like Chris's pick, but I've got my eye on someone else, too. Gold is a guy that sometimes can get overlooked, but that would be a mistake. I feel he'll be the difference right here.
Thank you, Peter. Let's get down to the field for the coin toss.
It's tails. So receive. Sanders kicking off for the Dolphins.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
Raven football.
Sanders kicks it, and we are underway. Wallace fields it all the way back at the 1. Breaks the tackle. Back down at the 24.
Wallace gets a good-sized kick sent his way, but he's ready for it. And the defense doesn't seem to be ready for him. He gets some nice return yards there.
The Ravens will start this first play of the drive at their own 24-yard line. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6. Ball at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Jackson fires this one over the middle, and it's caught just barely past the markers for a first.
Let's look at the general here. 60-year man out of Louisville, an arm that can make the plays when he needs to. He's a flashy guy running the show here. He can come up big. Keep an eye on him.
First down with a split backfield. Ricard catches it in the flat and picks up maybe a yard.
Complete. Ramsey with the tackle. Second and 9. Ball at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Jackson rifles it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Number 4 managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
That'll give us a third down, and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played, and a good job of not giving up the short pass.
Third and 9. Ball at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
first down.
Jackson forced to improvise and is able to scramble for a gain. Hey, it's all about reading the field. You see what you got and you work with it.
First down, one man down. Number 7 goes in motion. Ricard gets the handoff and passes the line. Stopped at the 47.
Number 92 with the tackle. Second and 9. Ball at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Henry catches the bullet out left and picks up maybe a yard.
Henry doesn't let a little thing like double coverage stop him from snagging the football.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Third and 8. Ball at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Jackson throws a bullet here, and it is not reeled in.
Number
Incomplete.
16.
Ramsey
was the
is
intended
shadowing
receiver.
very closely. Close
Ramsey
enough that
with
the
the
pass was
coverage.
incomplete.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive
Number
coordinator.
11.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that
Number
situation.
88.
And
Make
it
the
will
return.
bring up fourth down. Jordan lines up for the punt. Jordan gets the ball and punts it away. The Dolphins
First and
find
10,
themselves
Miami.
in dangerous territory and will start this one way back at their own 1-yard line. Number 31 takes it across the line
First
and
down,
jukes
Dolphins.
to a first down.
Don't let him move like that. Come on, Ravens.
Nice gain on this baby. Looking to eat up the yardage here.
First and 10. Ball at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Smith stops that one way back there at the 8.
Smith pushes him back quite a ways here. I love the chase. I love the desire on this play. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make a backfield tackle.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the
Second and
refs will
15.
spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead. Second down. 15 yards to go. Number 1 throws a beauty to the right side, and it's caught just barely past the markers for a first.
First down, Dolphins.
Hill has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
First and 10.
Great execution.
Ball at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Tight left, tight left.
Number 17 hauls it in right side and picks up 4
Number
on the
17,
play.
pass complete.
Number 1 played the pass perfectly,
14 with
zeroing
the
in on his
tackle.
man despite the coverage. You know, it's all about accuracy in that situation.
They move the ball, and it will be second down.
Second and 6. Ball at the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
Number 31 will get the carry on second down and rambles for about 5.
Stevens made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They don't allow them to convert, but they did allow them to get very close.
3rd and short. Let's see if they can come up with another big stand.
That will end the first quarter,
That's the
and
end of
it's
the first
still
quarter.
a scoreless game. Third down and less than a yard.
Just play it right now and save yourself some pain, baby.
Smith goes in motion. Number 31 chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up first down.
Number 31 played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A big gain on 3rd, and they will easily
First and
move the
10.
chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No
37-yard
trouble
line.
in getting the first.
Right side left. Listen up. Red Bull 23.
Number 1 throws a heater, and it's
Pass is
tipped.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
Smith
Number
came in
0
and got a
with the
hand on that
deflection.
football and left no chance for a reception there.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Dolphins, 37-yard line.
Hill goes in motion. Number 44 makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Number 44 managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great deal.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Finally stopped at the 49. That will bring up first down.
Number 1 sees plan A crumble, so he comes up with a plan B, and plan B becomes plan A in a big way. Nice scramble.
1st and 10. Ball at the Dolphins, 49-yard line.
Number 17 goes in motion. Gold gains 3 yards,
30,
and
the ball
that brings
carrier.
up second down.
Number 90 with the tackle. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 38-yard line.
Okay. Goal 42.
Number 31 takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. Brought down at the 47.
Number 31 used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Number 17 catches it over the
First
middle,
down,
and they
Dolphins.
get the first on 3rd and long.
Number 17 keeps the party going after making the catch right here. And now he's off for more. Coaches love receivers who believe his job is just starting when he makes the catch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
First and
Yeah,
10.
let's see if he stays
Ball
on
at the
track.
34-yard line.
Number 31 carries it for the 6th time and heads wide right. Tackled at the 32.
Number 31 traveled in his blocker's wake back there, but the defense really didn't give up much.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more.
Here's Saxon back at the 37.
Pierce takes down the quarterback in the backfield for a sizable loss. There's the hit, and that'll push him back a few yards.
They force that one backwards, and that's going to make this 3rd down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short yardage plays they might face.
3rd and long.
Third down.
Running forever, baby. What you trying to do?
Number 1 lets it go to the right side, and he's hit as he throws. Incomplete.
Number 1 got knocked just as he was making that pass, and that's why it didn't get to where it was going.
That seems to be an odd call, Peter. It fell incomplete, but even if they had caught it, they still would have been short of the 1st down.
I don't like those calls either. Got to get past the markers on those routes.
It'll be 4th down. Bailey gets ready to punt this away. Bailey takes the snap and punts it away. Jones gathers it up at the 1. The Ravens could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their own 20-yard line. Henry takes it for his 2nd carry and will gain close to 6.
Check this out. 6'3", 247. Man, that's a lot of running back. The defenders who try to tackle him find out just how much real quick.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game.
Ball at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Henry gets the call again and heads left. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run.
Number 4 brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the 1st.
That's his 2nd tackle so far.
Ball at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Henry carries it for a 3rd time in a row and barely picks up the 1st down.
Ramsey just wasn't quick enough. He made the tackle, but the ball carrier was already past the markers.
The D lets them get just enough for the 1st down.
No doubt they were hitting hard on that play, but they just couldn't quite stop him.
1st down, both wideouts to the right. Number 7 goes in motion. Ricard has his number called on 1st down and rambles for about 5.
The ball carrier. Holland with the tackle. Second and 5. Ball at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Henry chews up 4 yards, and that brings up 3rd down. That will end the second quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
Thanks, Dan, and welcome to the halftime show. Let's look at the key drives of the half. The Dolphins couldn't get points on the board, and their best effort only moved the ball 62 yards on 15 plays. Bailey came in to finish the drive with his first punt of the game. The Ravens couldn't do much better, sadly. They couldn't get the offense to produce. Their best effort only moving the ball 24 yards on 8 plays. Number 11 came in to finish the drive with his first punt of the game. And now for my hot at the half player. Number 58 made the tackles when he needed to, and that's the kind of solid, dependable performance they wanted from him. Watch for him to keep up the pressure in the second half. And that'll do it from the Bristol studios. See you later. Let's go back now to the game with Dan and Peter.
Thanks, Chris, and welcome back to M&T Bank Stadium. The Dolphins will have the ball first to start the second half, and maybe we'll finally see a score in this one. Nothing but a couple of goose eggs on the board. Now, let's get to the game.
Tucker taking off for the Ravens.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Tucker boots the second half kickoff away. Swain decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 25.
Swain caught the ball in the end zone and had a big run out of it. Saying no to the touchback was a risk, Dan, but it paid off.
The Dolphins had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 25-yard line. Hill goes in motion. Number 31 goes right up the middle and gains about 3 yards. Second down from the I.
2nd and 7. Ball at the Dolphins, 28-yard line.
Smith makes the
First
nice
down,
catch
Dolphins.
and gets past the markers for a first down.
Let's break down the quarterback here. Fourth-year man out of Alabama. And a nose for coming away with a big play when the chips are down. He's got this job for a reason. He's got the skills to pay the bills.
First and 10. Ball at the Dolphins, 36-yard line.
Number 1 zings it to the right side, and the reception's made at the 36. Tackled at the 38.
Hill took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get,
Second
Dan,
and
but
8.
they were, hoping for
Ball
more.
at the Dolphins, 38-yard line.
They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Number 17 seemed to have a bead on that pass, but isn't able to make the completion.
Peter, well, I tell you, he seems to be in a bit of a funk recently. Yeah, I mean, that's his 4th ball thrown his way, and he can't reel them in.
Yeah, funky, Dan. He's just got to grab one to get his confidence back there.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Swain goes in motion. Pierce gets the sack at the 35. 4th down coming up.
Pierce all down the quarterback for the loss of a little yardage and a lot of momentum there.
Peter, he has put the hurt on the quarterback in this contest.
You got that right. So far, he's got 2 tackles and 2 sacks.
Bailey lines up for the punt. Bailey takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Wallace takes it at the 18. Stopped at the 20.
Wallace got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
Dolphins have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Ricard gets the call on first down and gains about 3 yards.
Number 41 with the tackle.
Second down, two wideouts on the field.
Ball at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Henry picks up about 2, and that will bring up third down.
Henry had some decent blocks back there, and he followed them, but they just couldn't make that play work.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down.
Ball at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Jackson unloads this one to the left, and it's complete at the 45, 30, 25, 15. Eventually pushed out of bounds at the 8. That will obviously bring up the first down.
Number 7 adds a bunch to that completion. Watch the replay.
There's the grab, and he just takes off.
He just loves to see those little white lines go by underneath his feet.
They don't have their eye on the deep game much today, but this time it worked out.
Yeah, try and try again, and you'll eventually succeed, huh? Look at that. Longest career NFL catch. Nice going.
Picks up 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
With the tackle.
Henry got yards by staying so close to his blockers. I think they were sharing each other's aftershave.
A decent play, and they will now face second and short. Would you take a shot here?
Well, there are a lot of options in this situation, but it may not be a bad idea. Quarterback to the line. Their star tight end getting settled. Here we go.
Henry has his number called on second down and gets in for the score.
Nice run here. And when you watch the replay game, check out his field vision. Great job of finding space.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have him. So far, he's got 36 yards and 1 touchdown.
Now the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Tucker booms a beauty here. Swain downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Number 31 dodges this one way out right and rambles for about 5.
Second and 5. Ball at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Hill goes in motion. Number 31 gains 3 yards, and that brings up third down. Number 31 has his number called on third down, and he gets tackled short of the markers. It'll be fourth down.
Harrison just planted the ball carrier in the turf short of the markers. But the only thing that's going to grow there is the D's morale.
That's his second tackle so far. Bailey lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Bailey gets the snap and punts it away. Wallace fields the deep punt at the 25. Dragged down at the 29. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Ravens are out in front, 7-0. The Ravens will start this drive at their own 29-yard line. Henry gets the toss and gets past the line, breaks a tackle, eventually shoved out at the 43. It will be first down.
Holland nearly pushed him out of bounds, but by then the damage was done. He'd given up a 20 yards on that play.
But now you're playing with your head split. To get your face kicked into the ground. I'm a bloodhound. I'm on the scent.
Jackson rifles this one hard over the middle, and this one is incomplete.
With the deflection.
Second down, one man down.
10. Ball at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Henry carries it off the toss and takes it upfield. Runs out at the 48.
Henry seems headed for a solid pickup there by going to the outside.
Monty runs out of bounds before he got the first down.
Man, if you go out of bounds that close to the markers, you better have been hit so hard that they had to send out the ground crew to fix the spot where you landed.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. Henry picks up about 2, and they convert the third down.
Riley just wasn't quick enough. He made the tackle, but the...
Miami is challenging the spot of the ball. After review, the call on the field is overturned. Miami will not be charged a timeout. Fourth down.
Fourth and inches. Ball at the 47.
Riley gets the sack at the 49.
Riley sailed through, unblocked for the sack. And the O-line couldn't have made it easier if they drew him a map to the quarterback and, packed a lunch for him or something.
They could have punted it away and chose to go for it on 4th down. Now, will that cost them?
Well, with the score this close, it's hard to say, but you never want to hand the other guy an edge.
The Dolphins offense takes the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at their 49-yard line. Number 17 grabs the rope right side, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Number 17 nabbed the football away from 3 defenders in his area. That's got to feel good.
That's another rinky-dink pass that hardly seems worth throwing.
Completions are fine and all, Dan, but you got to move the ball.
Number 31 will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Williams targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
3rd down.
Let's play smart, baby. Let's play smart. Hold it down.
Stevens tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Stevens managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Number 1 throws a bullet here, and it falls incomplete. They will turn the ball over on down.
Stevens stays within a hair's breadth the entire play, and that's why the pass doesn't connect. The coverage was just too good.
They were in a high-pressure situation there, Peter, with the 4th down conversion, and they could not get it.
They just didn't gel on that play.
They'll turn it over now. The Ravens offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their 49-yard line.
Okay, split back, double take.
Henry picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up 2nd down.
Second and
Wow,
4.
those are nice stats. Way to carry the ball.
Henry barrels off his left guard and picks up a couple.
Henry traveled in his blocker's wake back there, but the defense really didn't give up much.
Not much there, but they'll get another shot on 3rd and short. Third down, just a single receiver on the field.
Ball at the 43.
Hunts him down back at the 45. It'll be 4th down.
Jordan was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They take away any and all room and prevent that play from getting past the line of scrimmage. 4th down coming up. Jordan gets ready to punt this away. Jordan gets the snap and punts it away. The Dolphins let it bounce out of bounds at the 9.
Jordan showed some great accuracy on his punt there, Dan. He landed it inside the 10, which will give this offense lots to think about.
The Dolphins will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:53. Hill catches the hunt. The Dolphins take their first timeout. First down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at the Dolphins, 21-yard line.
Number 1 unloads this to the right sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Pass interference. Number 21, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Stevens draws the defensive pass interference call. Let's see what prompted it. Yep, he's over the line there. Back off, bud.
First down, the clock is stopped at 1:46.
28-yard line.
Hill hauls it in right side. The Dolphins will take a timeout. That's their second. First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Ball at the Dolphins, 39-yard line.
Number 1 throws this on a rope, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 42.
Check out this replay, Dan. Watch the focus here.
He's got it, and I must say that was some clever maneuvering to get into a position where he could pick it off.
You can't coach instincts like that.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Ravens offense is on the field, and they can wrap up the game. They'll start at the 42-yard line. Rips him down. The Dolphins take a timeout. That's their final one.
Second and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Jackson takes a knee, and the clock will tick down.
Well, that loss will bring up third down, but they can't be too worried about it. They're still eating up the clock.
Third and 12. Ball at the 43.
No sign of hurry from the offense. They're going to take it slow here, Dan. They're concerned with one thing right now, and that's the clock.
Jackson takes a knee, and the clock will tick down.
Well, there's a loss that'll bring up fourth down, Dan, and while it's a big play, the clock still ticks on. Another 40 seconds will roll off the clock here.
Jordan lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Number 88 to make the return.
Jordan gets the ball and punts it away. Swain fair catches it at the 10.
Swain was smart to fair catch it. He had guys all around him, and I bet they were looking to vent some frustration after their pathetic punt.
The Dolphins will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 9. Hill makes the catch on the right sideline, and he's just barely past the markers for a first. And that is going to do it for this one. The Ravens come out on top, 7-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.